we had a private reading with Chris, and it left absolutely no doubt in our minds that life does continue on, and that we're all energy, and that we do continue. I wrote this song in memory of Pat, and I hope that you can all take a little bit of it with you on your journeys today. Winter winds come blowing in, and snow is all around. We have faith that spring will come again. Seasons change, this we know, cloudy days will come and go. Seems that nothing ever stays the same. There are mysteries in this life of mine, things I'd like to know, but not all that exists here can be seen. And where's that place our loved ones go when we feel they've left us here alone? Here's the truth that I've come to believe. I know heaven's not so far away. It's here all around us in our day-to-day. Those that we love, we never really lose, 'cause in our hearts is where they'll always stay. Late at night when all is calm and I lay down to sleep, I talk to God, for He is always near. Those we've lost aren't hard to find, standing there right by the side. Have faith and know that they will also hear. And when our times come to leave this earth, will it really matter who left first? 'Cause I know heaven's not so far away. It's here all around us in our day-to-day. Those that we love, we never really lose, 'cause in our hearts is where they'll always stay. 'Cause in my heart is where you'll always stay.
I'm not going to give you like people that died Tuesday only. Shut her up. Or please come and give her what she wants. I never do that because they have to do it. They have to do it. And I need you to know whether it sounds cliche or not. So can you clarify for me, because I'm not sure it's the same person at all. I understand the dad, the alcohol, why he's proud of you, where you've come from that. That would explain some dominance and control issues you might have. Just saying.
Her aura coming through.
Yeah, blame it on her.
I will.
I want to ask you just very briefly, what would be the connection to the person with the lung removal or parts coming out from the lungs? Like, why did that move you? Who's that person to you?
A friend of mine died.
Hold on, no, I don't want details.
It's a friend.
It's a friend. Because I didn't feel like it's Dad's energy. He's kind of stepped in after this friend. But I just feel like the lung thing was a big deal to get me locked in on you when you were talking. Can I ask if there's a Donna, DN connection, living or deceased? See, I haven't even explained how this stuff works.
I came with my friend Donna.
You're Donna. Do I know you, Donna? Have I met you, Donna? Did I talk to you today, Donna?
You talked to Donna's son's girlfriend moments ago.
Hi. Hi, Shay.
That was the message.
It's like old home week. Literally, with them on the other side. Can I just tell you they wanted me to acknowledge a Donna connection to you, or what sounded like DNA, like Donna. So, why are you still thinking? You just said you came with her, and her name is Donna. It isn't getting any better than that, sweetie. DNA does not mean genetics. It means the sound of the name is a D and an N and an A, which is Donna, Deanna, that type. You got to work with me here because it's not like Scrabble in my head. So that would make sense why they're saying Donna, though.
Most definitely.
Okay. And can you tell me your name just so I can reference you by name, please?
Doreen.
Doreen. How are you?
I'm fine.
This could be very personal.
I'm here with another friend, Doreen.
Hi, Doreen, too.
We stuttered.
Stop it. This could be very personal, and I'm not convinced I'm with you. Well, I think I am, but have you had, how do I say this, the phrasing? Has there been a breast screening for you?
I go regularly, but
Well, when? When's regular? When's the next one?
I just had one, sorry, about 4 months ago.
Okay, everything was clear?
Yep.
There was nothing with the left side?
No. No. But I just had a hernia, what's it called? Hiatus hernia.
Up in this area?
Yeah, high in the chest.
Aren't they down lower?
No, this was hiatus and it's high in the chest.
Oh, because I feel like I'm over your left breast area, like in that quadrant that they're making me feel like a health issue. And
That's
that's,
a health issue.
yeah, well, I get it, but I don't, but is it like, I don't know. But I'm glad you go for screenings and nothing showed up, because I literally felt like there's something health related left side. Has this been resolved for you?
Just recently.
Okay, so I don't know if it's dad's way, the friend's way, or what. Just trying to acknowledge this locking in about you and your eyes. I was going to say your eyes need changed again. Your glasses, there's something that you're not either seeing right, and I don't even care if you tell me you just got brand new ones. Something doesn't seem to be right. Is there? Have you noticed an issue?
I'm thinking there is, but no.
You're thinking there is what, a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is. Get it fixed. That's all I know. I'm not trying to be cocky. It's what they're saying about your eyes. And you have a daughter-in-law living?
A daughter.
Okay. I feel like I need to tell you to breathe or relax when it comes to something to do with her that either you worry about, you make things worse, then, you need to like scale it back.
That's what she says.
Well, I would say your dad and her are on the same page.
That's good to know.
Are you going to listen?
I will, now.
Yeah, okay.
No. My daughter has...
I don't need to know. Just hold it close. I do want to say to you, you said Doreen 1?
Yes.
Because that's Doreen 2?
She would beg to differ.
Well, is that the lady's 2 in? I've read you and not long ago, because you're one of the ones that look familiar. How long ago?
2 months.
2 months? Okay. Don't remember your story, but remember the face. There could be something that there could be a real torn feeling where somebody might be not pressuring, but trying to put external pressure on about selling a place or like a move aspect that I don't think we're in yet or doing, but I feel like reluctance. And I do feel like it would be tied to you or connected to you.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what I'm being told. Play fair. Because it's not all about you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Don't kick Donna. Your dad loves you. Your friend got me here, but your dad needed to take over. And he's glad that you've been able to, I say half-ass, somewhat forgive and come to terms with. Because you'll think you fully have. I don't think you fully have. And I think it's probably impossible to until you get over there. And then it'll be fine. But I think you've done a lot of work with that. So, out of the things I said, do you resonate? Can you connect? Does it make sense?
Yes.
Overall?
Yes.
So just know how much your dad wanted to come through for you, okay?
He has in the past.
Great! Yeah, we're gonna, do I need to pee?
Yeah.
Did you say, do I need to pee? Oh, you're the one I invited into the bathroom. Oh, so you're just a face in the crowd. Spoke very little, but then Dad moved in. So those types of things happen all the time. So they right now can have the mics. If we can have both here. Are you separate from these people?
Well, yes and no. We're very good friends.
Oh, so you know them before today,
Yes.
and you're sitting together. So you need to take a mic, and you need to take a mic, and you need to stand, just to see where we're going to go. So I only want the validations of what I've said. So first of all, I felt like there would be something that caught me with the name Jocelyn, which I wasn't hearing names. It was just very. So speak, is the mic on? And just speak right up to your mouth.
I was just.
Right out.
I was just on Facebook.
Right out.
Right, I was just on Facebook, looking at my friend Paige Johnson, and she was doing a walk today for our friend Justin that died.
JST Justin.
Oh my God.
Hold on. And
And there's someone in our family that passed from birth.
so it could be two separate people that I have. Is there a younger male connected that would be coming through that would either be son, nephew, son-in-law?
My son.
Is passed. Wait and see. Don't say anything. Just wait and see, because I literally feel like there's a couple different people coming through, and they hold me there. All that while I had pee in my bladder, and I only wanted to go empty. They still talk to you. So I don't know your names, but lady with the pink T-shirt on.
Carrie.
Carrie, do you know why I would even get a broken neck or something with the neck region for the younger male? Oh, honey, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make you cry.
No.
I just need you to know you're here. Is this somebody with you? Your husband. Hug her. Hug her. Because there's several energies coming through around you guys. And that's your boy? Something happened to his neck? Do you understand that? Okay, don't tell me what. He will, he won't. They got to take it where they want to go. But know he's okay. Thanks, dear. You got a standing ovation, but you were gone. I was going to tell you that at dinner. Let's stay dancing, and I didn't want you having a cardiac arrest and dying and speaking to me on the other side. Right, okay, just so I'm with the same family. What is the issue with you that I hear like cursing about a dog? Why do I feel like you would curse about a dog? You can hold that mic up and say no.
No, I don't know.
So if I told you the individual, and I wish I knew I had a younger male, I can't tell you anything else about the other person at this point. Is Justin passed?
Justin.
No, but you said that. So watch, because there could be like tag teaming happening, but the person with the brain tumor that passed that way, do you know why they would laugh about something about a friggin' dog? There's an irritating dog issue. There's something being upset with the dog. Why they would bring this up. So it's either something applicable to you or to the person that died from the brain tumor. If you're not sure, say you're not sure.
I'm not sure about the dog, but I'm sure about the brain tumor.
Yeah. No, that I get. But they're talking about something to do with... I'm not going to put your arm behind your back and like make you say yes. It's not my style.
I have a dog.
That's okay. You know, when I grew up, we had 2 hound dogs 2 doors down that didn't shut up 24 hours a day, that my mother, God love her, where is she? Gone.
Well, when you say that, yes.
That cursed.
Neighbor's dog constantly barks.
Do you ever say frickin' dog? Do you ever have those horrible thoughts of like giving it a chicken bone and maybe it'll choke?
Yes.
The individual with the brain tumor knows this. Okay? Just a lot of energy there. You told me your name, sorry, and I forgot it.
No. Mary, Carrie.
Carrie, I gotta remember that. I got a family member's name, Carrie. And you're what?
Alana.
Alana, pretty name.
Thank you.
You, Carrie, and Carrie's husband, couldn't change the outcome. You know that. You don't need to be told that by him, but you couldn't change the outcome. You go back and you replay and there's a regret issue for you that you wish you had like put the hammer down or dropped something prior to make it not happen. Of course you didn't know what was going to happen, but it's this 20/20 hindsight that's really got you down. And I'm going to say something that with 250 people in the room, you could all get up and lynch me. Oh well. When we die, it's our time. It's the perfect time. It's the time our soul had to leave. And no doctors or parents' love or best friends' wishes will keep the individual here, because it was written and it was determined before he ever got here. I often would say over the years, they would have me say to bereaved parents, do you believe that you having that wonderful boy in your life was just a genetic random night that involved half a bottle of wine? Or beer. Forgive me. Or do you think there could have been a grander purpose of why he was your son?
Absolutely grander.
Okay, so you can't have it both ways. You can't have that his entrance into your life was a grand design. But
we're drunk.
there's nothing wrong with being intoxicated once in a while. As you get older, you won't be able to do that. I just need you to know, if it wasn't a random act and just genetics and life unfolding, and if you really believe he was meant to be your son and you meant to be the mom and the dad, are you stepdad or dad? Okay, so just know that his exit was no different in the physical sense. And that's a hard thing to wrestle with. I'm not saying I could understand it myself if I was in your shoes. I'm not being holier than thou. But 18 years, I know the entrance into life was just as detailed and prescribed as the exit. So if you truly believe he was a blessing and meant to be and a gift from God and all these things that I would tell my kids over the years, then his exit into the spirit world was no different, and you couldn't have changed it. You couldn't have changed it. Is there some reason why, like, I don't know, watch it's not Justin. Is somebody in a ditch? Is somebody in a ditch or with, is there an issue about being in the ditch? Why they keep showing me this?
You were in a ditch with your vehicle.
Keep listening, Jeanette. There's water in the ditch, but I feel pulled here.
I was just talking to one of my friends.
Right up to your mouth.
I was just talking to one of my friends about an instance
About somebody being in the ditch
yes.
with water? Okay, I don't know what that means. And I don't know if it's just because you've recently been talking about it that your son is bringing it up as a validation of being in your life or around you. How long ago would you have had this conversation?
Oh, about a minute and a half.
Ago?
Maybe 3 minutes ago. I was talking
Like out there in here?
outside.
Wow.
Sweet.
You might think I had you bugged.
Did you?
That shit. So whatever that is you just talked about is why he's visually bringing that up to me, because I don't know why. I don't know the gist of it, but I promise you he would have been standing next to you and you wouldn't even have known it. You wouldn't even have known it. And they do this kind of thing.
Our family in March?
Like where? Distant family?
No, very close, a daughter and...
Oh, so like a sister to him and stuff.
Yes. yes.
That works for me
Is
while
that
he's showing me
significant
March.
enough? Okay,
I thought if you're going to talk about Great Uncle Harry, I don't
absolutely.
give a damn about Great Uncle Harry, but
Okay.
it's got to be something more immediate or around you why he's acknowledging the March connection of significance for you or the family. Oh, Marty, the things I have to say. You can always say I'm wrong. You've... Christ.
scream at him too.
No, I'm not screaming at him. It's just what he wants me to say, and it's just because there's an audience. If you're in my office, it would have been out 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
I'm just wondering though, had there been an issue where you realized that you were medicating too much and you pulled it back, or you've been aware of like saying, it's not like saying I'm never drinking again or whatever, but feeling like I gotta watch because I'm on a slippery slope, and you were consciously aware of this?
Yes.
Because he's proud of you. He's so proud of you for that. Because you have the way, you grieve any way you want, but I think the power of you knowing that the medication part of it isn't helping you, and that you made a conscious decision. Yeah, if it's both of you, great.
Yes.
Because he's just so proud. So proud. Dad, do you have, I don't want to say the new truck, do you have the truck or the half ton? Because
We're
he
fighting about that. It's
What?
my truck.
He specifically wanted me to address Dad with his truck.
Yeah, it's in his name.
It's in Dad's name. That would mean that it's Dad's truck. Unless you go to divorce his sorry ass, and then half of it's yours. Do you drive it?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, but he's still calling it Dad's.
Yes, he would.
Is it a fairly new one? I guess if the bank owns it, it is.
Yes.
Okay. Well, is this something you would have acquired after he passed?
No.
Okay, I'm just wondering why it's a big deal or why it would be important, but he does want me to acknowledge like what is the nice half-ton truck thing.
I don't know what a half ton is. I know it's black.
Is it more like a sports vehicle then? Dad will know.
No.
What is it? Like an F-150 or something? That's a half ton. 3/4 ton, whatever. I don't.
It's got brown leather seats.
You know, I'm glad you're not superficial.
I just know the color. I don't know anything else.
He's with you in the truck. I promise you, he's with you in the truck. That's why he keeps bringing it up.
He is with me.
He is in the truck. Some goof from Alliston's telling you that.
I talk to him every day when
Good.
I'm driving.
Good. Do you have an incision or a scar
Yes.
here? Would he know that? I mean, they know everything.
Yes, he does. He was here when it happened.
Because he's just indicating something that, you know, you can't, like, bikini model now. Because of the scar.
That's right.
Did he have a sense of humor?
Very much. Absolutely.
Like picking up.
Absolutely.
He wishes he could leave shit for you to pick up. I promise you, he said that.
He still does.
Good.
He throws shit at me all the time.
Where's the name like Darren or Daryl or that sound, why he would bring that up? Living or deceased? What are you counting on your fingers for?
I'm trying to think of all the kids in the family because there's lots and there's lots of D's.
Is there something that sounds like Darren or Daryl that's going to have that sound?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Just remember those other things that will probably make sense later, why he's acknowledging some kind of a Daryl connection, whether it's direct or not, or daring, whatever that is. He just says sorry. Sorry. So there's something that he did or attributed or his action caused his death that he can't take that away from you. He can't erase that pain, but he is so sorry. You know, whatever that negligence is, whatever that stupidity is, he's so sorry. But he's like, I'm with you. I'm with you. What happened Christmas Eve that was so important to you? Because he's just wanting me to lock into it. You understand that? He's a friggin' good little communicator.
He always has been. Yes, he had some hard times at Christmas Eve.
So it's significant or poignant. I'm not asking you to
Sorry.
pull it out.
Yes,
No, don't
absolutely.
apologize.
Yes.
I was letting you talk,
Christmas Eve was very significant for him.
because he was very clear about the 24th. The 24th.
Absolutely. Yes, he was.
He's a little shit. He's behind you both, grabbing your shoulders and poking his head up behind you. Like, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I didn't hear that anyway.
Okay.
I didn't know what you said. And butterflies. Butterflies. Butterflies.
Yeah.
It just keeps showing this. That's a sign for you?
Yeah.
Do you have things with butterflies on them, though, besides just seeing butterflies?
Yes.
I think there could be a couple meanings behind this,
Yes, there is.
because you just keep showing me the butterflies. And Dad, I don't know what this means. Either way I ask you, it's going to sound like I'm guessing, so I'm just going to ask you, has there been an issue for what I would see as being your mom or mother figure and something cardiac or heart related? Is she alive? I'm not giving bad news, but there seems to be concern about mom and something heart related or vascular. So if she's the picture of health, great. If she's the type to, you think, down and didn't dance. Because we need no lawsuits today.
The butterflies are very big with us too.
Okay. And that's fair. I want you just to remember what I said about your mom, because I still felt like it was your son saying something about the grandma.
Okay.
So, do you talk or you have a connection with her?
Could it be my mom?
It's possible it's grandma.
Okay. Yes.
It really could, but I know it's here.
Yes.
But it could be messages for you too, but I feel like it's directed here from their son that's standing between them.
There's both vascular, but not with the mom. And there's what you said. I can't remember.
But not a guy. Not a guy. It's a mom, a
It's-
mother figure.
okay.
So you may not be aware of it. I hope to God I'm wrong.
No, it's true. It is.
But he's saying this, like there's something that I feel like we need to put the spotlight on this. We have to attend to this or deal with this.
Yes.
And that could be something that the mother figure will have no interest in. But I feel like it needs to be done or something needs to be shed on this as far as attention.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? Bad time, he says. So somehow find a way to bring in light and a bit of joy for yourselves in those moments that are so difficult that I can only imagine. But he's like, it's not hard on me anymore. It's not difficult. There's joy. He doesn't struggle. He doesn't suffer. There's none of that. None of that. Did you like strong arm something to get something done in the kitchen? And it finally got done in the kitchen?
Yes.
So he's not calling you a bitch. I want to be clear about this. He's not.
Yes.
No, he's not calling you a
And then it's
bitch.
kind of.
Well, in a funny way, yes, but he's not calling you a bitch. But he makes me feel like in regards to the kitchen, you finally got something done or got your way or something about this that I feel like you would have bitched about and it wasn't getting done, that is now either done or being done. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's gotta be done. And part of it was done. Yes.
So part of it's done.
Yes.
That's all I care about.
Yes.
That's all I care about because he's in your life this way. Can you tell me the connection to the person with the brain tumor? I'm still not seeing them or feeling them the way I do their son.
My son?
Your son? Wow. Then he better step up to the plate. Because he was one of the ones to get me there. The smoking. Yeah, not him.
Oh,
Not him. You don't smoke?
I smoke.
He's so giving you shit. Because it's not about him. It had nothing to do with the brain tumor. It's what you're going through. When are you going to stop?
I'm trying right now.
Today.
How important is life to you?
Very.
You need to do something, because I'm telling you, he is like doing backflips and like not trying to guilt you into it, but for your own health, for your own well-being. If you don't want to live, that's your call.
Oh, no, I
But if life is important to you for grandkids and family, you need to do something about it. That's what he's telling me. So whether he smoked or not, it wasn't about him. I really felt you. And it's a shame that you went through such hardships where now I think things are good, and it's time you should enjoy it. And you won't be here to enjoy it if you keep smoking. I'm sorry. This is not a health conference. This is just what he's talking about. What do I want to say? Piggy. Is somebody nicknamed Piggy? Is there something funny about Piggy?
not know.
Okay, and the lady next to you doesn't understand it either. So, much like their name Daryl or Darren, you remember why Piggy was brought up, because there's laughter with this, where I think he's calling somebody Piggy, or their nickname is Piggy, or he's not calling you Miss Piggy. I want to be clear about that, he's not. Smoking, he's serious about. This is a joke. Okay? And you probably know that with a brain tumor, medically they can only do so much. You would know that? Do you accept that?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I ask why he would talk about, you're going to hear me swear again, why he would have me ask you why you were so pissed off with the doctor and upset with the doctor?
Because the one doctor missed it in an x-ray.
They can only do so much.
I took it further.
Good for you, but they can only do so much. But he talks about you being livid, your anger with a doctor. That's why I wanted to ask you in reverse. Do you understand there's only so much they can do? Because he's good with it. He's okay with it. And he went when it was his time. Is September important? Why did he just take me to early September? Is there a death in September? Oh shit, we forgot that person. So I know I said early September. I'm going to ask you one more thing. Whether it's September based or not, what would be 23 or the 23rd, or why would they keep bringing up 23? Is there something significant date-wise with the 23rd? Or is there something 23, the number, significant? There is something in September too. I just want you to remember that. No? Okay. Just remember he's saying that. I'm not getting him nearly as strong, but that's no excuse. I still think September. I still think there's a 23 or a 23rd connection. So remember that. And Piggy. Whatever the Piggy thing is. Okay? You can't talk to her without the mic if you think you're getting something. Because it...
My granddaughter always says piggy and laughs about it.
Your granddaughter says Piggy
Yeah.
all the time and laughs about it?
Yeah, with my husband, yes. I just thought of that,
Truly.
truly.
It might be his way of acknowledging her, because there's a Piggy thing and the humor and the laughter around this.
Okay.
And then remember that I said something earlier in September that's significant. You can email me later, people always do. And there's something about a 23rd, or somebody's 23, or there's somebody wore the 23, but there's something 23 that's really seems to be significant. Okay?
Okay.
Know your son's okay. Know your son's okay. I hope you know. I don't take it for granted you do. But I'm glad they come through. And I'm glad they caught me on the way to the bathroom and said, Jocelyn, because that was the thing that got me to the back of the room as I was walking towards you. Do you have any questions before I... If you do...
Well, I have a million questions,
No?
but I don't think they're appropriate right here.
I just wondered if there was anything... I don't normally ask people in this setting if they have a question, so I just wondered if there was something hanging for you.
Well, I don't think that'll ever go away. It's just the why.
He's okay.
I kind of answered that.
He's sorry. He's sorry. Sometimes there just isn't an explanation that will cover one thing.
No.
It's like an umbrella. It just kind of covers things.
Can I ask if...
He did give you an answer, though, to that question, why.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But what I'm saying to you is because it was his time.
You don't feel anybody strong with him that's there?
He's the spokesperson.
Okay.
That and the brain
You would
tumor
have said.
young man.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
So it doesn't mean that other person's not okay.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And one more thing. What if I said Jeremy or Jerry, or that sound like Jeremy?
There was a Jerry.
Hold on, we need a mic here, possible. And you're Leslie?
Yes.
I'm telling you, there's going to be a connection to you or somebody immediately around you, if you are the target link for me,
Okay.
that where two individuals were in a vehicle that flipped, and there's a crushing feeling or a pinning feeling, and I only feel like one passes. So they're talking about one, not two.
I can't think of a connection.
Okay. Well, then let's just see what more comes of this. Does anybody else around this area understand what I've just said to her about a vehicle flipping? Two people, but one passes? You do?
Yeah.
Is there anything with the name or names that would be living or deceased tied to you or to the person you're thinking of? Yeah, Jerry or Jeremy?
There's a Judd.
No, no. And then it's not that I hear the names that perfect that I'm being that strong about it.
And Judy. My Aunt Judy was in a car accident with her daughter and she died. And on it.
Did the daughter live?
Yes.
So only one passed, one lived. Okay, we'll see. But June,
But her husband's
work because Jared or Jerry or Jeremy isn't like June in the way that I would hear it. There's a JR.
Her husband's name was Cherry.
And she passed
Yes.
and the daughter lived. Is there an issue of what else would be either Lester?
Yeah, no connection with this one.
And so one person passed, so let's just see if I'm getting her or not, but I feel like they're very clear about this. And then they're not clear. It's coming through fairly clear. And then the JR sounding male name that I was hearing. So that would be her dad. I'm sorry, the one that lived, it would be her dad. Stepfather. The woman that passed would be her husband.
Mother. The one that passed was the mother?
Yes, and Jared to her would be husband.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out why she'd say that if she's coming through to you. No, this obviously isn't her. Have you been involved in an issue with your family where you had to make some tough decisions as a family to end treatment or end something for a person that, I don't know if it's life support or not, or just stop something as far as medical treatment goes? Because they're bringing this up. And I know it's not her. She died in the accident. You don't know how you...
My father was very sick,
Okay.
and
Without giving a lot of details, just what I'm saying, is that applicable to him? Because I'm feeling very distraught if I'm you.
it was a decision that we had to send him to the hospital. He wanted to stay home and pass away
Okay,
because we knew he was going to pass away,
okay.
and that really,
Bothered you?
Yeah.
Because it's the level of distraughtness. I'm seeing you like at the foot of a bed, and there's a few of you. And then I feel like so, like distraught with the fact that, you know, you feel so bad that you weren't able to do what is needed to do. So, but that was the key point for me, that it was inevitable that he was going to pass, and the family knew that. So I feel like it's not about prolonging. It's not about the prolonging. It's like dignity, let him go. Even though it's like, oh, my guts are ripped open.
didn't want to admit that he was dying.
Okay.
make a decision whether or not we're.
Was he funny? He just said, surprise. Was he humorous?
Yes.
Surprise, I died. I think I recognize your daughter from Rogers. Did you interview me at all? Okay. That's not what pulled me there. It was your dead people. But I thought I recognized you. Wouldn't know your name. So let's just see if Dad's coming through, and let's just see if whoever this June is, if there's messages for her family or something. What I can tell you, though, in all honesty, and this might seem typical, I don't know, I don't want to judge it, her daughter could have some real issues.
Yes.
So it's that whole survivor thing. If you could just tell her that, not even just what her mom says, but this guy from Alliston says, we all go when it's our time. And it wouldn't matter if you had a cardiac arrest with the best trauma surgeon and heart surgeon standing next to you. If it's your time, you're going. So her time to go, June's time to go was then. It wasn't her daughter's time. Has there been a baby? Why don't you talk about the baby?
Who, June? Talking about?
Yeah,
Not that I know of.
and there's no pregnancy as we speak. Are you the daughter? Oh yeah, but not June's daughter.
No.
Yeah, no. Okay, ask her if she's knocked out.
Married, but she's older.
Oh. Then there could be a pregnancy in that area that I feel like June's trying to talk about.
Oh.
Okay? I don't know. You'll find out. Your dad's not angry either with what you just voiced about going to the hospital. He's not angry. He's not angry. What would be the place he'd rather be if not even at home or the hospital? What's the other location he wish he would have died at? Because it's like something totally unrelated to the home.
At home? In his garden?
I'm not in the house.
Oh.
And he's like, I didn't want to die in the hospital, and the house would have been better, but I would have picked this. He didn't have a shed or a shop or something, did he?
His backyard. He loved his backyard.
And you just wouldn't let him sit there and go? I'm telling you, I'm not in his house, but he's like, I would have had another place I would have picked.
Yeah, he would have picked his house rather than our house because we had my parents move in with us, so we could keep an eye on my dad.
So at the time he was living with you?
Yes.
I just felt like there was a third place.
Yes, and he loved his house, but he couldn't walk around
Sure,
and go down
okay.
steps.
Just know he understands, but he's trying to also bring up the valid point that there was a third location that really was number one on his
Yes,
list. And the place you thought he wanted to die really wasn't. So how's that? You know, well, it's not about nailing it, but he just doesn't want you fretting over something you had no control over because the place he really wanted to die wasn't even remotely an option. It just wasn't.
No, and that's what was bothering me all the time. I always thought about that.
Like up until today, it still bothered you when you think about it?
Every day bothered me.
Do you think it might be a little different? You can at least think of it differently now?
Yes.
You might get the twinge of pain once in a while still, but will you try to think of it differently? Because I'm sure that's why he's coming through to
Yeah,
you.
absolutely. That kind of gives me peace to know that we did the right thing.
Well, you did. And it's not always just about the person dying. It's about the strains on the family and the demands on the family. And there's no question hospital can provide better medical coverage or care than loved ones. Now, loved ones can be far more invested, but technologically speaking, it's better at the hospital. He's just pissed that it went that way. He should have just not woke up, he said.
That's funny because he always said he wanted to die in his sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. And depending on his age bracket, different things happening, he said.
Yeah.
But he's like, I should have just not woke up. And you're married?
Yes.
Speak. You need to speak. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There's something I think you're not being clear about with your spouse. You think you are. This is your daughter.
Yeah.
Do you know of anything, and I'm not asking for a for instance, but do you know why your dad would make me feel like you're not being clear and then you get pissed with him or you're angry with him?
Yeah. No.
So you're the dominant one?
No, he's the dominant one.
I think
I
there's
think
something.
we're equal. I thought we were equal.
I'm not trying to get you to divorce court. I am simply telling you your father, who loves you, wants you to learn to speak up about something. There's a topic, there's something that I feel like would be important to you that you've let slide or are not dealing with. So you don't see that.
No.
Yeah, it's your dad. And would you be thinking in any capacity, have you been talking about changing or altering anything with the house for accommodation purposes?
Yes, we've made renovations because we're thinking of the future retiring.
Is there more to do because there's something where he's saying put the brakes on it, put the brakes on it. Is there something that's
No,
not?
we're done.
So you don't know why he would make you feel like no more. So everything's done with the renovation
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
Just remember he said no more.
No more?
Because I think there's something that you're going to want done that it makes me feel like will be pointless spending the money. Thank God your daughter's here. What is it?
Oh, he wants a new car?
My dad spends money. He likes to spend. He's a shopper.
But this isn't about a new car.
No. I'm just saying.
It's renovation. See, I wanted to put a pool.
Oh, maybe you need to speak up. I don't know.
He's agreeing. Yes, agreeing. And that would be it.
Yeah, that was the break. Prior was speaking up about what she wants or something she wants. I knew if we dug long enough, there'd be something there. That's what the skeptics think. I feel like as far as renovations go, whether you do, whether you don't change anymore, he says, put the brakes on. The only thing that concerns me by saying this is what your future plan is may not play out that way. So you may not be living there, which you can't even fathom. That's the thing that kind of throws me for a loop about this. Okay?
Okay.
Is there a Charles or Chuck or CH?
There is a Charles.
And who's this to you?
My husband's cousin.
Passed?
No,
He's living.
yeah. Not well.
Like, seriously not well?
He's fighting cancer, prostate.
I don't know, but they want me to say Charles because there's something they will be aware of or something's going on in that person's life if they're living. And, whether it's good or bad, I don't know. But just that they're watching or keeping an eye on. I don't think it's great. You would know that as a family member? Or does he seem fine?
I think he's hiding it.
Not from spirit.
Yeah.
Not from. I hope you feel different tomorrow when you wake up about your dad and the way that played out.
Trust
really
me, I
do.
will.
Good.
And I'll pass
Go home
it.
and yell at your husband. I'm kidding. Okay. That I'm saying here about two females.
Both sides.
So there could be like three. I'm only seeing two. That's what I need to say. So somehow they're going to have to get me to define it or work through this. But who's Lynn?
That's me.
Your name is Lynn. Okay. Is there a reason why I would feel like two females from the same generation but not related necessarily coming through?
I believe it's these two, yes.
Like, would there be a daughter connection or like a younger female that they want me to acknowledge past? Because I feel like I've got two females coming through.
Yes. So it's a daughter.
And do you know why somebody else connected to you would have a female past that's at the same generation? as their daughter coming through. Because I feel like I have two girls coming through, but they're not related.
No.
So besides their daughter, nobody else around you has the daughter past, or the connection to the younger female past, why I would have two in that very area coming through.
No. I don't think so.
Lynn, daughter, but there's two girls. So I'm going to ask, where would the cancer connection come in for one? Younger female, past health related but cancer based. The second one, it's either an accident or an impact in the way they're showing this. And it feels like I've got two of them.
So, yes to the impact.
Who would come through, if this is her family, then we need another mic. They probably don't want to speak, but sorry. Doesn't mean I'm with you, but I might be.
A friend of mine's daughter passed.
Oh,
And,
how do you know her?
well, these two are related, cousins.
So we have a female pass from an impact. Do we know why there would be a female pass from what would be all together with the limb? That friggin' works. And I'm hard one to please. So, I need you to stand up just for a minute. It won't be long because we're nearing the end, but they're coming through for a reason. I don't know if you just come to support seasons and you didn't think this was real, but they got to do what they got to do. Because I'm going to repeat myself. One's the impact, trauma, very sudden. The other is very much health-related process through stages of passing. So it's very much split the way they show it. And where would the EL or IL sounding name come into play, like Elaine or Ellen, that type of thing? And I really want to ask the lady next to you on your left that's trying to avoid me at all costs. Where would the connection be to somebody with the EL or IL sounding name like that, like Ellen, Eileen, Elaine? It's got that sound to it they want me to acknowledge. Living or deceased? No? You can keep your hand up, but I so feel pulled back here. And why do I want to talk about the importance of a red vehicle or a red car they want me to talk about?
I have a red car.
Where's Ellen, Eileen, Elaine? They're still saying it. It just feels like everything connected back there at this point, except for that name. Even the red car, significant issue. Is this scaring you? Because you have a wall around you like nothing else? You're going to kick your ass later. I promise you will. And I'll let you sit down. But this was your chance. It's huge. And whether you believe it or not, whether I come across like a scumbag saying this to you, she's trying to come through for a reason. And this other girl's coming through, and all of you are linked. And I've never met these before, have I? So they're trying to do a double whammy here, even though I knew they weren't related.
It wasn't a red car.
She's got the red car. And I'm telling you, when you leave, you're going to think of Ellen, Eileen, Elaine, or whatever version that name is, why they would bring it up. And it could be the other girl talking for all I know. But I know it's there where they want me to say this.
Her name starts L-E.
Oh, no, that's okay. We're not going to, you're going to speak though into the mic, please. But I am going to talk about being very bitter and angry. Very bitter, not because of this. What she's showing me. Where times where I would say you weren't even able to get your words out or to speak properly, and for periods of time. So she's concerned about that phase that you've gone through, and I don't know if you still have moments. I don't know how long this has been, but she talks about you being so angry about something you can't control. And it would be easy to say, yes, it's about her passing, But I think it's either got something more to do with circumstances or somebody else involved that you have no control over. And she says this gets you knotted. And the thing that hurts her the most, it damages relationships you have now that matter. And that's not what she wants for you. Do you understand that? You're very brave to acknowledge that. She cares about you immensely. She wants you to find a way to heal, to move through it, and to understand she's still with you, because you've got her in the box or cremated or whatever it is, and you're hoping for more, but you're not accepting it, and she wants you to know she's around you. You've really turned off to life. You just have. I mean, you function, you do things, but you've turned off to life, is the way she says it. Truly. And I'm not trying to center you up, and of course I'm like at first picking on you, saying that to you, and if knowing and believing in some small way, even if this just kicks open the door just a fraction, that this guy, total stranger, can tell me just that little bit even, then maybe it's true. And maybe she's around and she's aware of what I'm thinking or what there's something that you were going to change drastically about your life that you haven't done, and she says, thank God. Thank God, because there would have been an overreacting to this, or you would have been stepping over and you would have been so regretful for this because you were in such a foul, pissy, grieving mood, which is fair, and you're entitled to. But you almost made a drastic life change that could have bit you in the ass big time. And you didn't do it, and she's grateful. Do you understand that? She's proud of you for not acting on that. So never let your grief and your anger cause you to move forward with such huge decisions in your life when it could totally change everything about your world. You got to come, if you're going to leave something, start new, move, end a relationship, whatever it is, if you were going to do that, it just felt substantial to me. Okay? Whatever that means, I don't know. She loves you. I'm not getting her name. Who would be connected to her, though, with the JN name? Female. JN, like Jan, Joanne, Joan, whatever. It's not even like an O, though. Where would, like, Jan, the JN, that she would be acknowledging? Okay, and what would be unicorn-based? Because she's just showing me the image of a unicorn now. That's fine. Do you know if somebody else does that she's trying to acknowledge or include? You got something to say, Lynn?
I have a daughter, and she has bought a unicorn, and she gave it to someone who, a little girl.
You don't know how to. What?
My daughter, and
Can you just be as honest as you can?
she gave it. She gave it to the little girl, and she said that this was like my friend's daughter, and
I'm getting
it was
goosebumps.
so special to my daughter.
So somehow this unicorn is representation to somebody of her daughter that's deceased?
It was my daughter's way of saying that this is like
My friend or my cousin or whoever this is.
because
And she gave it to a little girl, but it was a representation of this lady's daughter that died in the car accident? Enough said. Because she's bringing up the significance of the unicorn and her awareness of this. And that's something Mom maybe didn't even know. Thank God you were here, Lynn, because she wouldn't know what the unicorn is. But I knew it was for somebody directly linked and the significance. So let your daughter know. Is this her friend or her cousin or who that's passed? This lady's daughter.
it would be like a little sister.
Okay. Tell her, or when you're talking to her, say, this guy came to us, and he said this, this, and this, but he brought up the significance. She talked about the unicorn and the importance of the unicorn. And that will hopefully help your daughter know she's still in her life and aware of what she passed on to that little girl. Am I making that up?
The little girl is alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all I care about is this unicorn is somehow symbolically linked to this woman's daughter, and she's the one acknowledging it. I couldn't tell you where it's been passed down.
You asked about it, and the man's name was, what, did you say John or?
No, didn't say John. I said Les, over here.
Jan.
Oh, Jan, like a J-N, yes.
Because I have a Jamie, who is also
Her daughter? It could be, I don't know. I just felt like that J name was coming up. And it was like a Jan or a J-A, not a J-O. So I thought I was clear about that.
Jamie.
Okay. Could be, I'm not sure. I just felt like it was being acknowledged. I thank you for trying to understand all that. We're running out of time, but I thank you for standing up. I know you're uncomfortable. I hope in some way you know your daughter is okay and by the things she said to you briefly. And whether that unicorn is a big deal or not, it is to her. I just want you to know that. That's why she brought it up. Okay? Thank you.